Okay, hold on. I I tested it now. I just tested it with even lower level of detail. Now I have it at 16, scalar distance of 16, and honestly, like it doesn't. It's not that it looks bad. It kind of gets flattened, which is fine, I think. And the obviously the lighting looks kind of weird still, of course. It probably look better with textures. But yeah, I mean, for terrain that would be rendered, in the distance, I think this would look absolutely fine. In fact, I even tried it at an even lower level of detail, and it didn't look that much different than from this. I mean, it looked flatter mostly, but that is something that's perfectly okay. And then yeah, this I noticed this issue as well. This you can see on the right there. I think this is an issue with my current version of Bevy. I noticed they just released an update, and I haven't tried the update yet. But maybe I should update this to that version, because I think this is one of the things they fixed, hopefully. Although I'm not sure, because I remember the issue that I saw was people have like an animated 3D shape or 3D character or something, and the animation enters into the camera from the side, but the first frame of the animation is completely outside of the camera. It just enters, like, imagine like a character moving their arm into the frame into the view of the camera. It would be invisible, because Bevy does automatic culling of any meshes that are not visible. So I believe they fixed that in this latest update, at least with animations. But this is strange, because these are these are not animated meshes. They're perfectly static. So yeah, I'm not sure what's causing that, but I don't think it's any of the code that I wrote. It's not it's the issue is upstream, I believe. So yeah, I'm not going to try to troubleshoot that. Yeah, I'll try this out on a newer version of Bevy. But yeah, all that being said, though, I'm quite happy to see that even very low levels of detail of this terrain still look acceptable, especially from a distance. That that hole there is for a different reason. That is, I just need to increase the threshold on my optimizations from before, so that's an easy fix. But yeah, I mean, let's see from above. You can really see now, if we keep it within the render distance, you can see this is sort of what I can imagine it would look like once I have everything the way that I want it, with terrain far away, showing with this low level of detail, and it would look it would look pretty much great, actually. I turned it up at this point. It is basically how many? It's 64 scalar points per chunk. So it's quite way less than the what was it, 36,000 that we were dealing with before. But of course that's the number of points doesn't necessarily mean that there's that many triangle vertices, right? In this case, it's probably only about, I don't know, 8 triangle vertices, or well, probably more than that, 16 maybe per chunk. And I tried it with even fewer. I tried it with a scalar distance of 32, which is the same value as the size of a chunk. And yeah, as I mentioned, it still looked acceptable. It was just very flat. But the flatness doesn't matter at all if it's far away. And I could even go as far as increasing the chunk size, as long as I can actually keep different size chunks within the same grid. I think this would actually be the best approach for performance. And then I could have, say, for example, 64 by 64 chunks, or even larger than that have a scalar field distance of the same value, I don't know what that would look like. It would probably look ridiculous, but it's definitely worth trying once I actually once I have this logic in place. But for now, it's good that it's good to test this out. I don't know why. I mean, the frame rate does seem to be dipping now, but I think it's mainly because of my screen recording, and I have some other stuff running on my computer, so it should be fine when not recording. I hope. We'll see. I'm definitely, as I mentioned before, I'm thinking a lot about the runtime performance here, but I think the ultimate solution, though, to this, the lever that I have, the one lever that I have is a strong it's a strong lever. It's to just tweak the level of detail, and try to keep it as low as possible when it's far away, and then see how high I can get it when it's close. And strike, if I can strike a good balance there, then I'll be happy.